one of the most popular actors of his time. He's one of the most respected directors in Hollywood. They've been involved with some of the biggest films of the past 3 decades. They're Robert Redford and Sidney Pollack, and this is The Men and Their Movies. Tonight, in a rare interview, Robert Redford talks about his life in movies.
I never expect a film to be one thing or another, ever. The analysis can be a killer, both to society and to film.
His career has spanned 25 films over 30 years, and he starred with some of Hollywood's most famous leading ladies, including Natalie Wood, Meryl Streep, Barbra Streisand, and Jane Fonda.
I have enjoyed all of them, and they have been a pleasure to work with.
But it's Redford's relationship with Academy Award-winning director Sidney Pollack that has led to some of the movie's most memorable moments.
You work a little bit, get sick of each other, and then go away for a long, long time, and then get desperate to go to work long enough that nobody else will work with us. To work, we end up back together again.
They'll talk about their films apart and together, including The Way We Were and Out of Africa. Redford's early appearances on television, the times where things didn't go as planned on the set, and several scenes cut from The Way We Were that have never been seen before. And now they're together again, this time for Havana.
Are you going with me?
Sure I am.
Redford and Pollack started as actors on the New York stage, and then Pollack went on to become one of Hollywood's most respected film directors, and Redford achieved international acclaim as an actor. And along the way, both men served some time on television. And it was in early TV that Redford first became a familiar face, and it's interesting that he made his mark playing bad guys in a series of offbeat roles.
They're mine. I discovered them.
Playhouse 90. Starring Charles Lawton, Arthur Kennedy, Sam Jaffe, and introducing Robert Redford.
Well, the parts that I played were mostly psychotics, killers, deranged people. They were a lot more fun to play as an actor.
Well, a new character enters the stage.
Tell me about him. What was he like?
I'll say and I'll do things to hurt you.
You made me trust you.
Am I really so frightening?
He's the man I was born to kill.
The other day, you laughed me right out of your office. My mother tried doing that when I was a child. You know what I did? I used to stretch out on the floor and yell.
Listen, will you stop treating me like some 2-year-old who just got his finger stuck in a jam?
Will you stand for that?
Oh, can the violin music, Doc. Do you know why you do it? Because of this?
It's an extraordinarily idiotic remark.
I want you to hit the rabbi.
They were just great fun to play. I kind of missed that.
Find yourself a gun, mister.
What for?
Because I'm calling you out. If you don't know the meaning of that, somebody will tell you. Relax, Johnson.
I don't believe in settling arguments with a gun.
Maybe you ain't man enough.
Redford played a series of deranged characters, but those roles didn't make him a television star. His portrayal of a Nazi soldier with a conscience did.
It was the last Playhouse 90 they were ever doing, which I thought was the best dramatic show ever on television. And it was the part of a sympathetic Nazi, which was, I think, to a lot of people unheard of, to cause a lot of controversy when the show came out. But for me, again, it was an acting part, and it was what intrigued me was doing it with an accent. To be convincingly German.
You have further business here? Nein, Herr Kapitän.
I got that from a gardener that used to be in my neighborhood who was German. Talked to him for about a half hour and got it in my ear, so I could use it, and I did.
I am not a German. And you are not a Jew.
So I went before the audition, and they called my agent, said that they wanted me, but they thought I was German. So I did it, and that was really kind of a breakthrough part.
2 years later, Redford made his motion picture debut in the film War Hunt. And the first day on the set was also the first time he met fellow actor Sidney Pollack.
I think we met on camera. He told me where to go.
And it's never stopped, never changed since then. I played a sergeant. I don't even remember it that well. I just remember
Was it a captain?
No, it was a sergeant.
No, it was a captain. I was the sergeant. You were the captain.
I was his boss. Let's put it that way.
Are you Sergeant Van Horn?
Yeah, you were played.
That's right. Name's Loomis.
Hey, hold the rocket! I'm sorry, what?
Name's Loomis. Roy Loomis.
Okay, well, glad to have you with us.
Thank you.
And I get off the truck, and I go to report to him to find out what I'm supposed to do.
If he doesn't remember, he'll make it up anyway.
Nothing has changed.
So you're the first squad, huh?
Yeah.
Showalter's your squad leader. He's over by the Jeep. Go report.
Right.
He is still telling me where to go, and I still ignore him. But we work well together.
I guess they know we're coming.
Yeah, they dropped that one to remind us we're not out for a Sunday drive. It wasn't long before Pollack gave up acting and moved behind the camera. His first chance to direct came on the television series Shotgun. Redford got his big screen break with Inside Daisy Clover, co-starring Natalie Wood.
Yes. Yes!
I was in the theater, and she had seen a play that I was in and was interested in me in this part. I was certainly not known. I was not anybody that they could sell tickets with. So she had a lot to do with it. That led to This Property is Condemned because a relationship developed on that film between she and I.
This Property is Condemned again cast Redford and Natalie Wood as lovers in a small depression-racked southern town. It also reunited Redford and Pollack, this time as actor and director.
My name is Owen Legate, ma'am.
My name's Alva Starr. 2 hours in Starr.
Natalie Wood had enough clout to choose her leading man, and she insisted on Redford. The power also allowed her to approve the director, and Redford was happy to see his friend's name on the list.
I don't know how I got on the list of directors. There was a whole string of directors on that. I mean, it started with John Huston, John Frankenheimer.
And his name came up on the list, and it was part preservation and part wanting to work with somebody I liked. But part of it was self-preservation. I thought, unless somebody comes in here that really it'll be good to work with, this could be a disaster. Because there was really no script at that time. So I leaned pretty heavily on Sidney. I said, this guy's incredible. Incredible. Have you seen his work? Hoping that she hadn't. I said, he's good.
Well, I'm even famous in my own way.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Lots of men think I'm beautiful.
Miss Starr, been traveling since 6 o'clock this morning. Got to get up early tomorrow and do some work. Now, if you come to the room, if you include it in the 2 meals, then let's get on with it. Let's not play around.
What do you think I am?
What do you think you are?
I was a little nervous the first time I had to direct Bob, only because the relationship prior to that time had just been friends, and both of us being actors, and I was a little bit concerned about how he would feel taking direction from me and how I would feel giving direction.
Who the hell are you?